If someone often makes you feel small, confused, or like you're walking on eggshells around them, especially when your success, happiness, or independence seems to trigger their worst behavior, it could be a sign you're dealing with a narcissist. Whether you have a narcissistic parent or spouse or coworker, in this video you'll learn how to identify one so you can protect your boundaries and make healthier relationship choices. One of the most common traits of narcissists is chronic jealousy. Narcissists often feel threatened when others succeed or get attention, even if it's someone close to them. They may compare themselves with others constantly and either try to outshine them or tear them down. Their jealousy can lead to sudden changes in mood. Someone who seemed happy may suddenly become cold or angry because they feel someone else is doing better than them. This emotional instability can be confusing for people around them. Narcissists often feel threatened when others receive attention, praise, or achieve success, causing them to minimize accomplishments, shift the focus back to themselves, or become competitive and critical. Narcissists may also engage in copying behaviors, imitating another person's appearance, interests, achievements, career choices, or lifestyle in an effort to gain the same admiration and recognition. Unlike healthy inspiration, this behavior is often driven by envy and a need to compete. As a result, relationships can become confusing and emotionally draining, with support replaced by rivalry, one-upmanship, and difficulty genuinely celebrating the success of others. Narcissists often minimize other people's feelings. They might say things like, "You're too sensitive, you're not good at it," or "that didn't happen like that, you have lost memory," which makes you question your own emotions or memory. This is part of a manipulative tactic known as gaslighting, where the narcissist intentionally makes you doubt yourself. Over time, gaslighting can cause confusion, anxiety, and a loss of confidence because it disrupts your sense of what's real and what's not. Another tactic narcissists use is triangulation. This means they bring a third person into your relationship to create tension, jealousy, or competition. For example, they might say, "My coworker thinks I'm amazing unlike you," or constantly compare you to a sibling or an ex. This keeps you off balance and insecure while giving them control. They use this method to create drama and gain attention from multiple people, making themselves feel more powerful. Narcissists can be extremely charming, especially in public or at the beginning of a relationship. This phase is called love bombing, where they shower you with compliments, gifts, or attention. But once they feel they have you emotionally hooked, they often start to devalue you. This can include criticism, silent treatment, blame shifting, or emotional withdrawal. Eventually, they may even discard you completely, only to later return with excuses, a pattern known as hoovering. Their mood changes can feel extreme and unpredictable, often driven by feelings of jealousy, fear of being abandoned, or a need for control. Grandiosity is one of the core traits of a narcissist. It means they see themselves as bigger, better, and more important than everyone else. Narcissists believe they are unique and should only be around other special or successful people. They often exaggerate their achievements and want others to see them as superior, even if they haven't earned it. This inflated self-image hides deep insecurities. If someone challenges their sense of superiority or treats them as just another person, they may react with anger or resentment. They are very sensitive to criticism and may become angry, defensive, or distant if they feel insulted or rejected. Narcissists often appear charming and pleasant, especially in public or with people they want to impress. They can seem funny, helpful, generous, or incredibly caring to outsiders. However, behind closed doors, they may act very differently. This split personality can confuse their close friends or partners, who see the hurtful side. Narcissists use charm as a tool to get what they want, whether it's admiration, trust, or control. Because others only see their public face, It can make victims feel isolated and not believed. A narcissist's self-worth heavily depends on how much attention or praise they receive from others. They have an intense need for constant appreciation and often fish for compliments. Even small achievements are presented as major victories. If they don't get the attention they believe they deserve, they may become sulky, aggressive, or passive-aggressive. Their emotional state often depends on how others respond to them. They rarely show genuine interest in others' successes unless it gives them something in return. Narcissists feel safest when they are in control of people, conversations, and situations. They may control who you talk to, how you dress, what you say, or even how you feel. This need for control is often disguised as concern or guidance, but it's about keeping you dependent on them. When they feel they are losing control, they may lash out, withdraw affection, or create drama to pull you back in. This pattern makes relationships with narcissists feel exhausting and unpredictable. Narcissistic people show a consistent pattern of behaviors: jealousy, copying, entitlement, lack of empathy, need for admiration, hypersensitivity to criticism, blaming, gaslighting, triangulation, emotional manipulation, and mood instability. If someone often makes you feel small, confused, or like you're walking on eggshells around them, especially when your success, happiness, or independence seems to trigger their worst behavior, it could be a sign you're dealing with someone who has strong narcissistic traits. If you do, then watch the video on how to cope with narcissists.